All right, guys, so I need you to picture a lake. Like you, with your eyes, are looking out across the lake, and it's calm. Now, it's moving, the water is moving, it's rippling, but there are no waves. And so the lake reflects beauty and not so much power, right? So imagine it starts to rain, okay? A soft sprinkle. Not a torrential downpour, but just a misting. And as the rain hits the surface of the lake, a ripple is created. I need you to picture that moment. Lock in on that moment. Lock in on the ripple, okay? Because here is what God is trying to say. The impact of my supply is more apparent when you're resting. The impact of my supply is more apparent when you're resting. You see the ripple. You notice the impact of the rain hitting the surface of the lake. Now imagine a different reality. When the storm is so great and the wind is so strong that waves are created. Picture that. Strong waves reflecting power and not so much beauty, although there is beauty in the power. It starts to rain, not a torrential downpour, again a misting. Well, in this scenario, the rain is still there, the supply is still present, but you don't see the ripple because you are so focused on the power of the waves. Moving is great. God commands us to move. God commissions us to go. But oftentimes, as we see Jesus' life, he often retracts and finds time to rest in the presence of God because the impact of God's supply is more apparent when we're resting. So you might be full of work. Your schedule might be full of work, and you might have kids, and you might be balancing your social life and your job and all of your responsibilities as a parent or even as a teenager. You got school, you got academics. This new year is coming around. Maybe you started up a relationship or you're trying to save it or sustain it. That's a lot. And you are moving, and you can still follow where God would want you to go in that movement. You can direct relationships certain ways, and you can study with a certain intent or goal that is God glorifying. But if you have not built into your schedule a time to simply rest and be calm like that lake, then when it starts to rain, you will question the impact. You will question the supply because you don't notice it. You can't see the ripple. And when all of that power is churning, you can't feel the impact because your movement is so much stronger and the supply so subtle that you can't notice it. Now, there are times when you're moving and God will, blindside you with his supply. But oftentimes I've learned, especially at my camp experience this summer, that if you are not resting, you struggle to notice the supply of God. And you'll become tired and worn out and impatient and frustrated, and you won't be able to control your emotions when they get twisted from a gift to a curse. Right? Picture the image of a lake and try to become calm every once in a while. Ask God for rain, and you will see the ripple. Thanks.